Hello Professor, today is Friday, August 16th, and I will be starting my aerobic sensitivity Kirby Bauer diffusion test. So to begin the Kirby Bauer diffusion test, I have labeled my agar plate. As you can see, this is the smaller agar plate. It is going to be reused from a previous lab because I did that the week 2 lab incorrectly, so we're still using that same agar. So to begin the Kirby Bauer diffusion test, I have labeled my agar plate. As you can see, this is the smaller agar plate. It is going to be reused from a previous lab because I did that the week 2 lab incorrectly, so we're still using that same agar. So now it's time to add the culture. This is what's left of the S epidermis, and of course first I'm going to take off the lid, flame the lip of the vial, shake to dry this pipette, and I'm going to draw up 0.5 milliliters of broth. Then quickly distribute 8 drops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, onto my agar plate. Now that I have put 8 drops of broth onto the agar plate, it's time to use the L-shaped spreader. I'm opening the package and carefully removing it, being careful to use only the long straight side. Then I'm going to distribute the broth evenly across the plate. Once I'm done with this, I will begin to clean up. Everything goes into bleach, and the agar will sit for 1 to 2 hours until this nutrient broth is completely absorbed, at which point I will add the discs. So now, having waited more than 12 hours, in fact more than 24 hours, to observe this plate for growth, I will show you what I found. Mostly it looks like a very, very thin layer, maybe you can see easier from the back, of film, or as this calls it, lawn, covering just the perimeter, and really working to avoid each of the tablets. So now it's time to measure and record in my lab. I'm going to take pictures as well. And still without removing the lid, I'm going to measure the distance from each of these tablets to the film. And now for the final part of this lab, I am going to view the penicillin slide.